Hello friends over there, my name is Florence Naduk. I'm of Karamoja by birth, and I've lived many years in the Netherlands, for about 20 years in the Netherlands. And coming back to Uganda 11 years ago was as a call from the government of Uganda to come and help here in the region. At that time, the First Lady was the minister here, and she wanted somebody, a Karamoja, a woman, to come and help her. So I came as a girl with a drive to really come and help in trying to make a change in Karamoja through the real programs that were there to mindset, empower the communities in Karamoja. And before that, when I was in the Netherlands, I really had a big dream of really wanting to do something back to my community. So before I came back, I lobbied for funds, for friends, or to find friends who can help me to lobby for funds to put up a vocational school for girls, because the school I wanted for girls was a school that will actually address or will answer questions as to why many girls fall out of school.
Bedankt. Leuk.
Mooi hè?
Ja, wat ga je doen?
Ja, ze zijn op tv, zijn mannen aan de documentaire aan het filmen. Ik ga terug naar Uganda.
Ja.
Ja.
Wanneer?
Ja, ik ben aan het wachten voor het ticket hè, nog. Hè. Dus alles is al klaar om te vertrekken. Ik ga daar een school bouwen voor een soort technische school, een vakopleidingsschool. Voornamelijk voor meisjes.
En waarom voornamelijk voor meisjes?
Omdat het is een nomadenstreek, mensen leven van vee. En de meisjes eigenlijk van de oorsprong of de cultuur bepaald. De meisjes gaan niet zo, eigenlijk krijgen de kansen niet verder met school. Misschien basisschoolonderwijs, dan houdt daarop. Vakopleiding, nee, bestaat niet. Ja, daar wil ik heel graag iets voor doen.
Wil je daarmee hun keuzevrijheid ook wat vergroten?
Ja, absoluut. Dat is eigenlijk mijn insteek en dat is mijn doelstelling. Om hun de kans te geven om eigen keuzes ook te maken. Niet dat ouders moeten voor hun alles bepalen. Dat wanneer ze moeten trouwen of met wie. En wat ze moeten doen. And especially in Karamoja, where we have a problem of poverty, many girls after primary education are not able to continue with school because parents are not able to raise funds. So with that at the back of my mind, I sat down to write a project proposal in the Netherlands and went around looking for donors to help me. And I was very lucky in 2009, I got friends from Andreas Manner Foundation in Hofijn who really were passionate about my story, and they decided and they promised to help me, and they've been supporting me for the last 10 years to make sure this school was put up.
Het is een Hooggewenste stichting die 21 jaar geleden begonnen is. Wij helpen ondertussen wezen, straakkinderen in de 3 landen in Afrika. In Kenia, daar is het begonnen. Daarna in Ghana en nu sinds een paar jaar in Uganda. Nou, de Afrika-loop is een wandeling in de vorm van Afrika en die duurt 7 dagen lang. Wandelaars uit heel Nederland komen en wandelen mee. We hebben ook 3 afstanden, 15 kilometer, 25 of 35.
And I promised them that because I'm going back home, I will supervise the building of the school myself. I will actually secure and protect the funds that I get from you. And it has proven itself. They come also twice a year to come and check what I'm doing, whether really what the funds they send are being used for the purpose for which I asked for. Dus we're coming back to the project to check on what is happening here, and therefore the slab. My God! Well done, you people. How many fundis are you having here?
Yeah, here.
These boys have become fundis.
Training on job.
Practice makes it perfect.
And this is what it is today. You see here, we have a dormitory behind me, where if the school is fully running, it can house 150 girls, and we with 150 girls, a fully running school with about 4 or 5 courses of vocational training school, and we have classrooms, 2 classrooms for training, which we hope, because we don't have funds to have extra classrooms, we shall integrate the practicals inside it, hoping in the future to get extra support from somewhere to put up classroom blocks for girls. My drive for this kind of venture and gesture in my life was as a result of my father in a simple Karamoja. At that time, you find humble Karamojong parents who went to school through the help of missionaries in those days. He was a teacher. And through that, we all became teachers as girls in our family, and I'm the eldest child in the home. So I've been passionate, my father has been passionate to educate us, and with that at the back of my mind, I made sure that I must do something. But I was very lucky. I did very well in school, and I was the best athlete in the whole of Karamoja province at that time in the 70s. And I was the best girl in that year for the primary education examinations. So the government at that time, the province of Karamoja, gave me a scholarship, and that's the reason as to why I finished up to senior 6. But unfortunately, what's the problem for all girls? If you're not mentored properly, nobody's behind you to help you about this. And there was no sex education in Uganda at that time in schools. I happened to have got pregnant in my senior school, senior 6. But that did not block me and stop me from continuing with the school. I went back home. I told my parents, Papa, I'm pregnant. I don't know what to do. My father said, no, you cannot be the first and the last girl to get pregnant. What do you want? He said, Papa, I want to continue with the school. With that at the back of my mind, I never got married to anybody. I stayed at home, worked with my father in the school where I was teaching, gave birth. Then the war broke out 79 in Uganda, but I didn't give up. I had at the back of my mind, I want to go back to school. I was given a chance by my own father. And I was given a chance by this benefactor brother Pirino, who helped me a lot to make sure that my dream was realized. And I finished university and I got a job. Then I got married and I went to the Netherlands. But I said to myself, how can I pay back to Karamoja? So being in the Netherlands, I went back to school in the Netherlands. I became sociologist and a lecturer. And I promised myself, one day I will go back home. But I will not want to go back to Uganda with empty hands. With this story at the back of my mind, I managed to get funders, or Andreas Mann Foundation, as I said in the beginning, in Vocation, to support me with the funds, lobbying for funds to get this project done. And now, 10 years, 11 years down the road, really, the school is now here. And today, Save the Children has challenged me to really test whether this school can be used as a training institute, whether we are ready as a training institute to host trainers. And I've been having for 3 days, I've been having young people here with the project from Save the Children under Power, Girl Power, the girls as the drivers of change in their communities, and it has been a tremendous work. It has been good, and I'm very proud that being now the first to really usher this school into the community and to Uganda, to announce to the world, to Uganda as a whole, that there is a school for girls, exclusive school for girls, which has got the possibilities and facilities that are conducive for girl vocational training school.
Yes, I'm Evelyn Achan. I work for Save the Children as a national gender specialist. As a team, we are very impressed by the facility. So the environment alone was very conducive, provides a space for the girls to meaningfully participate. It is away from the usual trauma that they face in the communities. It's a home of its kind.
Because when you look at the normal vocational training schools, girls are offered only tailoring, and yet they can do all courses. This school will offer hospitality and tourism. This school will offer agriculture and livestock. It will offer construction for the girls. It will offer tailoring and hairdressing. So that's are the courses we have. But we have a problem with our young girls here. Most of them in Karamoja here, they are not able to continue with the school due to poverty of their households, of their families, parents. Most of them, some of them are orphans, nobody to support them. So with this ushering of the new school, I'm looking around to friends, just like Andreas Mann Foundation has supported me to put up the structures of the school. I'm asking and I'm looking out to you to see whether you friends out there and people of goodwill can support us with sponsoring some of the girls who would love to come here, especially those from really vulnerable families, to come and want to do skilling courses.
I am Lochoro Keke Rebecca. I am a retired teacher, and girls chose me as their role models. Because several girls come from very, very poor families. They reach P7, they cannot continue with their education even if they pass to secondary. So this school is going to solve those problems. And for them, they will come here and acquire skills. And some of them can develop from here. After here, they are getting smaller money, which they can use for perhaps even enrolling in senior 1, senior 2, and so forth. And this will be the basis.
I also believe that we will be able to address the so many root causes of poverty, adolescent, teenage pregnancies, girls dropping out of school, and their literacy levels.
Having this school will make the girls to acquire skills, which will make them to be self-reliant. And like now, they will be able to feed their families, their parents. They will stand alone as girls, not depending on anybody.
And, thank you very much. I would like us now to go around and show you where they sleep, especially the group that has been here for 3 days, to show you a little bit of the simplicity that we have. Now we are going to go into the courtyard of the dormitory. This is where the girls collect in the evening and play their games. Already you see some of them are playing games, especially the visitors we have. They are playing their games. We have a two-wing, it's a twin dormitory. We have a dormitory section of about, can take 60 girls, and also this side 60 girls. Then on the left, there are toilets, waterborne, and on the right, there are bathrooms or showers where the girls can shower. We still have, of course, a big challenge of water here. We're in a water-prone area where the water has been a big problem. But we just hope one day we shall find somebody who can support us with finding water here, so that we have our own sustainable water supply. And now we're entering the dormitory itself where the girls are sleeping. One of the dormitories. It is also secure. It is enclosed. They have a courtyard inside. It's a really conducive environment for the young girls who are far away from town, far away from noise, and it's a very beautiful place.
Next to the girls' dormitory, there's that facility for burning of the sanitary pads, the used one, which most hotels, most facilities do not cater for it. But I was very happy to see that in place, meaning that the facility has taken in special consideration to the needs of girls in Karamoja.
Behind me is a twin classroom with an office in between. And the classroom is big enough, we shall use it as an integrated practicals and theory class. And then we have the teachers' houses, and for the guests also when they come, we can house them behind that big house. There are teachers' houses and there are also guest houses. Then we have the kitchen for the students is there. And then we have also behind the dormitory, we have what we call dry compost toilets, an incinerator for the girls to burn their used pads.
And if this facility is supported, if we come up like more of these facilities come up, we know that surely girls will be the drivers of change in Karamoja to change the patriarchal society in Karamoja, but rather to use the power within them to change the negative cultural norms that affect the meaningful participation, access to opportunities and involvement. And the girls be free.
So this is the first school which is thinking about a girl child in Karamoja. And so I'm sure this school will do enough for us in the community, not only Napak as a district, but also neighboring districts. And I thank you for helping the girls of Karamoja to come out of poverty, which they have been stuck in, to come and see what the world is like, to acquire skills, which will be for their health. So I invite all of you to come and assist us in one way or the other. May God bless you as we continue the struggle.
So really, I think we are ready to host these girls. The environment is conducive for them and good enough. As I said in the beginning, the only challenge we have, the biggest challenge is water. We have a water problem in this area. I'm still looking for people, for friends to help us with getting water, our own borehole within the compound so that we're able to be self-sustaining. So with this ushering of the new school, I'm looking around to friends, just like Andreas Manus Foundation has supported me to put up the structures of the school. I'm asking and I'm looking out to you to see whether you friends out there and people of goodwill can support us with sponsoring some of the girls who would love to come here, especially those from really vulnerable families, to come and want to do skilling courses. I will be so grateful, and if you really want to help us, you will always find information. I shall give information at the end of this interview.